Happy 2024. I know it's February, but please allow me, give me the room, give me the space to just say happy 2024. Welcome back to my channel. It has been ages, but I'm sorry to myself first for actually doing all that to myself, and I'm sorry to my audience, my 23, 10, I don't know how many, but I'm really sorry for not actually being active on this platform, but I'm back, and I want to pray, because promising is now. I want to pray that God will give me the will and the zeal to actually be consistent and actually keep you guys updated and everything in between. So as you have read the title, today we are going to do what we call taking stocks, and we are looking back at what 2023, like what happened in 2023, the good, the bad, and the evil. Is it? Anyway, everything, not really everything, but the highlights and the lowlights. So without further ado, let's go straight to the video. So let's just start with the bad. First of all, let me just say 2023, 2022, 2021. These were some of the years that were the hardest for me, I think. 2023, I cried a lot. Of late, I've become a crybaby, surely. Not good, but I think it also shows that I'm trying to get in touch with my emotions, which I don't know where to place it, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway. So 2023 was hectic. I had a lot of breakdowns, everything in between. It was not necessarily like the best, like it was bad. So after saying all that, my first point was my mental health was in the pits. Genuinely, as I've said, I really cried a lot. Very few moments that I was happy and genuinely enjoyed life. 2021 and 2022, I was sad. And I was just like, I'm not a suicidal person, but I'm just in a bad place. 2023, I became a suicidal person. I don't know. Life can push you into the corners. So yeah, I do remember there were some days I was just like, you know what, I can just go and buy rat and be like, I'm done, and I'm done. I thank God because I didn't get there, like, to actually do it. But it was hard. But we are here now, and I thank God. I think I'm in a better space, and I want to pray to God that He keeps me in a better place mentally, because that was excruciating. I was in the pits. Yeah. Number 2, 2023 was a learning year. For the longest time, I knew that I lacked discipline. That is why I couldn't even manage my social media accounts. If you don't know, I am a photographer, a makeup artist, and a graphic designer, and I am also an entrepreneur. I sell color powders for the color festival, so if you want, you can still hit my DM, Shiro Mokono, Shiro Colors, Shiro Captions, any of those 3 accounts in Instagram. Thank you. So I have 3 accounts in Instagram. That is Shiro Mokono, which is for makeup, and my personal whatevers, like endeavors. Shiro Captions, which is my photography type of a portfolio in Instagram. So yeah, my photography business, and I have Shiro Colors where I run my color business. So yeah, I have learned that I do not have discipline as a person. That is something that I am struggling with. I don't know how to move around it genuinely. If you have tips, kindly share them. I lack discipline when it comes to me. But like if let's say if I am employed, I will do the job and I will do it on time, although I'm a last minute person. Procrastinators. But I will do it. if a friend of mine tells me to follow up on something, I will follow up on it. It's just that I don't know how to follow up on myself. I'm just like, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it some other day. The whole reason this video I was supposed to like start vlogging like 5 days ago, but anyway, I was giving myself grace to settle down. But yeah, 2023 I learned that I lack discipline, but in the same learning curve I also learned that I just need a manager. I just need to be accountable to someone, and if that meant like I need someone to pay so that they can be my manager for my businesses, then I think that's because me as a business person or as a business owner, I am focused, and I do know what I want in my business. I do know, like, I'm so particular in everything. It's just that running it is where I draw the line. Running the business is where I draw the line. Like, I just don't want to be the person doing it. Like, can someone be pushing me to do it? So yeah, I just learned that I need someone to actually manage me, or rather someone who can manage my social media, because some sort of management and I'll be okay. Yeah. Number 3, family has been great, to be honest. We usually have family meetings, believe it or not. Yes. And I thank God for my brothers, my parents, my sister. Oh my God, my sister, bless your soul. If you're watching this, bless your soul, bless your soul. And really, I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful to be part of the Mukono's family. Everyone, including my nieces and nephews, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Although sometimes kuna times zenye nasikianga nikaneza kila mtu. Kuna time mamangu ananibo, niko like, hadi babangu, sistangu, my brothers, and my nieces, auntie. But gosh, I love you all. May God bless you wherever you are. Church and spiritual life. Gosh, that has been neither here nor there. But one thing I'm grateful to God is, I'm telling you, if you tell God to direct your footpaths and direct your journey, He will actually do that. Because I was lost. I remember in the beginning of the year, I had not really ban is a big word. Like, I cut off my church people where I was studying at PCEA for Sian. It was a good place, and I had some great friendships, some great mentors, and everything else in between. But it had started becoming draining just because of the position I was put in by a couple of people, 4 to be more precise. And my world was breaking because I revolve around church, to be honest. Like, I'm a church girl and everything in between. So, like, church is almost like 80% of my life. So, I was lost, to say just the least. So, I knew I couldn't go back. It's not that I couldn't. I would have it's just that the thought of going to church and looking at some people who pissed me off and are mad and angry and of bitterness, and I was just like, church is not a place to where I should be reliving my traumas and seeing the people that disgust me. So yeah, this is not my place. I need another church. And trust you me, I was so scared trying new church. Being a Presbyterian is where like the church follows some certain way of direction and everything in between. Like finding a new church was so hectic. But God, who is God? God ni nani? God ni nani? Akikwambia I gotcha. Believe he got you. So he directed me like for real, for 100%. I swear, I wasn't even particular that I want to go to a Presbyterian church, but he directed me straight into the PCEA St. Andrews. And oh my God, was I meant to be there? Yes, I was. And let me tell you, it was so hard to survive there, just because the church was too far. I promised myself after I moved, I will not look for a church that is too far, because I there was some type of struggle, to be honest, because I wasn't able to attend every other thing that I would have loved to attend. There's some things that I missed out, etc. But I thank God there was growth, there was a spiritual feeding, and I really did make some really nice friends, some kind people, and everything in between. And I genuinely thank God. Although that is now in the perspective of church, but when it comes to my own journey in the spiritual life, I think I really did struggle. Up to date, I haven't found my footing yet. I need to go back to actually doing daily devotions. Yes, I don't. If you're here to judge. Yeah, please judge if you want to. I haven't gotten back to that type of routine where I do my daily devotionals and praying and everything in between. But I do acknowledge that I need to get there, and I'm trying. Before I got lost, which is 2 years ago, because 2022 was also some shitty year, I was listening to devotions on a podcast. I'm trying to get back to that. Yeah. I do pray that God guides my journey and directs me to the right way, and that I may get there, and that I may be able to fill my spiritual cup, because as I have said, that is 80% of who I am, and I genuinely can't ignore that part, because to some certain extent it actually do drag me behind if I let that part go. And I thank God, because it is the task that he has put in me that I can't let go. Yeah, and I'm happy that I can't let go, so I just need to know and work myself out on how I can go back. Friendships. First of all, I have learned that I need to get myself together and stop adapting everyone that I think is good for me. And actually, in the beginning of the year 2024, in fact, the first hour or the second hour, God showed me in bold and capital letter that when he tells me to actually drop a person in my life, I need to listen. Because I don't want to throw shade or anything. I have been adopting some friends here and there. I think you're good for me and everything in between. You're a nice person. But just to say the least, some of them are just... No, I just don't want to say that. So, when the year was starting, God told me in bold and capital letters, drop this person. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I do acknowledge that a person might be so good with other people, but they're just not your cup of tea. Just si lazima, si wako. Like, they can be so good to other people, but not so good to you. And it's okay. It's okay. So I reached to that point and I was just like, you know what? You're a good person, just not my cup of tea. So every time we meet, let's just say hi. We were friends, but just hi. And that's it. Because I'm not going to entertain disrespect. Not here. And if you want us to like do that, I can become petty, and I just don't want to get there. It's not just worth it to me. I'm doing myself injustice because I want to be a kind person. Why do you want me to be petty and unkind? That's a disservice to me. So I can't change my character because of you. So let me just ignore all this. Let's just say hi and move on. Yeah. So yeah. But otherwise, my friendships have been great. Some have grown, some have meow. But yeah, I thank God. Yeah. Comparison. I did find myself in 2023 comparing myself a lot. And this is just human nature, to just say the least. Like, I think everyone do like look at somebody else and just like, oh, okay, that's happening. But I think as much as it's human nature, because I don't know, we live as we, I don't know, it's just like sometimes you just can't avoid it. But I have found myself in the toxic world of comparison. You know, there's that healthy one where you're like, okay, so she's doing this, then I can also do this. But there's this toxic where like, oh God, some people are prospering and I am just here, yada yada yada. God, it has been so draining. That has also played in my mental health, because you can see some of my age mates, oh my God, they're making boss moves and I'm just here. God. But anyway, I thank God. At least I realized that I'm doing that a lot, and I pray that God give me the sanity to actually stop doing that and be like, they did it, it's their turn, my turn is coming. Yeah. And just be like, thank you God, because you have shown me that it is possible. You have worked in them. My turn will come soon. Losing in life. So I went through a bit of a traumatic experience of losing a loved one in the same year of all that. But I read somewhere, one of my cousins actually posted it on WhatsApp, that loving someone is okay, love, you cannot love someone to keep them. It's only that you are renting them. You are renting them in your space, and you can't like hold them. Like ultimately the end goal is, see, the end goal, ultimately anyway, the end goal of life is we will all fade away like Mona. So yeah, I did lose one of my close relatives that we were living with. And yeah, I did rent some space in my heart for him, and well, we had to let go, and I hope that his soul may rest in peace. So yeah, that's pretty much my 2023. I thank God for the lessons, for the connections, for the love, for the loss, and everything in between. And I thank God that was not my last year. I get to see another year. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video, which is actually what I look forward in 2024. Yeah. Yeah. See you on my next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.